Hi, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and to teach us how to become spiritual beings. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and customs in the same sentence. And I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop showing me any God, it will not stop me. So guys, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little love reading. How y'all doing now? How y'all feeling out there? Angel number 34. Dear God, guardian angels, and ancestors, we come to you today as humbly as we know how to say thank you. Now, God, what information do you deem worthy for us to hear at this time? Please deliver these messages to me and through me. What do we need to know to help bring in divine partnerships, divine businesses, and to help build divine communities of love? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. Help us bring heaven on earth. Alright, let's just do one card, God. I said one. Let's try that again. Let's just do one card. What one card should we focus on? Alright, I'm just going to take the... Let's take the bottom. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. This is a romance for a lifetime. Angel number 133. I wonder what this message is about. All right, we got true love coming out. This is a message for a lifetime. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. For some reason, I feel like this is a two-parter. So I feel like for some of you guys, if you feel like you may be in a true love, you feel like you met your match, but there's been some red flags coming up, God is telling you to pay attention to those red flags and to make those adjustments accordingly. And maybe it is just not, maybe it's not you leaving your partner, but maybe actually having those conversations, or it could actually be you moving away. So God is saying the signs are cautioning you. And so if you feel like the person that you're with, like deep down inside, you like, I love this person, but I love this person, but I don't see myself being with this person. You can't keep being in that relationship with that person, settling for less, and then think you're going to experience your true love. I want you guys to understand that a big part about being a divine being, a big part about walking in your spiritual path is making conscious choices. So if you are choosing to ignore these red flags, then you are choosing not to get the love of your life. You can't be mad if things doesn't get better, because God is giving you those signs that this isn't the person for you. Okay? All right. But for those that maybe we're single, let's see what this message of true love, this is a message for a lifetime, means. You gotta clarify this message for true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. What are you trying to get us to understand about this message? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. What does this message of true love? This is a romance of a lifetime. I also feel like because it's saying the signs are cautioning you. On the other hand, if it's not red flags, but you just feel like, I like this person, like you're excited about it. Like God's saying, trust it. So often we get into relationships with new people and we bring all our old drama to it. And so God is just asking you to release some of that and just to really embrace being with this person. Don't bring in your old self. Don't think the worst case scenario, but really just focus on, well, what if this is my one true love? And even if it's not, at least you can enjoy it and have that romance to catapult you to that person who's truly meant for you. The affirmation that came out is, I am constantly growing into my purpose. And honestly, I feel like I feel like what God is saying is that as you keep walking in your purpose, as you keep loving on yourself, don't be surprised when the love of your life come around. And I actually feel like this message came out before. And so I feel like what God wants you to know is that as you get better, your options get better. And so if you've been working on yourself, right? for a long time, and you know that this person that you're with is not feeling it, not feeling the person that you're changing into, then you need to be willing to release that situation so that you can get the true love that is truly meant for you. The messages keep coming back, and I think because I actually had to do that, I had to release this person in my life so that something new can come in. And I really feel like, I am going to go here, I really feel like a lot of this shit is energetic, because when I tell y'all, like, this person came into my life so unexpectedly, and I was just like, but it made sense at the same time. I'm like, well, and the crazy part, the crazy part is, like, I was getting, because, you know, I also listen to tarot, and I have gotten readings, and, like, I was hearing, like, yeah, you about to have, like, somebody, like, you have a crush, like, you have this long time crush around you, and, like, that person about to reach out, or that person been thinking about reaching out, and, like, I kept hearing that, and I'm like, who the fuck is this person, you know? Like, I had no idea. And then I, like, have this situation with my ex, and, like, that was, like, my final straw. I emotionally, energetically detached, and it, like, literally was like, this person came in. Now, this person may not be the guy, but it's like, he excites me. It's fun again. Like, I was like, literally yesterday, like, I was on my, because we were like texting, like, my friend was like, who are you texting? Because I was just like, you know, like, I forgot, like, how exciting it can be in the beginning again. And so I just tell you that I just share that with you, because I want you to realize that you have to trust that gut feeling on the inside, and not be afraid to, you know, let this person go, spend a little time alone, you know, work on your purpose, work on loving yourself. And if you do that, God can bring that person into you. But if you stay in a situation in fear, God can never bring the true love that is meant for you. Okay? So it's really about, you know, not settling, and, like, consciously trusting and believing that if you keep working on yourself, you keep growing in your purpose, you keep exuding love, then true love can come to you regardless of what you've experienced in the past. And look, it says, I am made whole by fearlessly exploring my own feelings and thoughts. And so again, it's like not being afraid to, like, go into, like, paying attention to the red flags, and not being afraid to, like, really think about, like, okay, if this doesn't change, what does this mean? Am I willing to go the rest of my life without ever experiencing, like, true nurturing? Am I ever ready? I know, like, some people are in relationships with people that don't even like to kiss, and it's like, damn, like, do you want to go the rest of your life never being able to have an intimate kissing session with your partner? Is that what type of love you're going to settle for? And if that's not the case, and if you're okay with that, fine, stay with that person. But if you know you want to experience a deeper, a truer love, then you need to move in that direction to get that, to make that a reality. Engine number 745. All right, God, give us a tool that we can use to help us understand why it's so important to just trust the information that we have on the inside, to focus on just loving ourselves and knowing that as we do those things, that our true love will come in. Or clarify this message of true love and pay attention to the red flags. What do you feel that we should know? Allow no room for doubt or confusion in me or the viewer mind. In God's name I pray, Ashe. Okay. Our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. The more you see things in your child that you do not want to see, the more of that you will see. And so the behavior that you elicit from your child is more about you than it is about your child. This is actually true of all your relationships, but since you think about your children more than you do most others, your opinion about them plays a greater role in its behavior. And I want to take this away from children and think about it with love. Your opinion on love influence the type of love that you can experience in your life. And so if you only feel like you can only be in love if you're in service to another, then you can only get love when you are in service to another, right? If you feel like you haven't experienced true love because you are overweight or because you are a hoe, then you can only experience true love when you slim and you ain't being a hoe no more, or when you don't feel shame over your past. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that it's these subconscious beliefs that we have about love that is influencing the type of love that's coming to us. Our inability to want to look at those red flags. I realize that as much as, I cared about my ex, it wasn't really about like, because, when I was with him, it felt good, blah, blah, blah. But I had to say, like, going into my feelings, ultimately, I don't feel like he's nice to me sometimes. Like, I feel like he's being very mean, and it's like, I don't want to be with nobody that's mean to me. And so I had to say to myself, like, let me pay attention to this. Like, this isn't something I want to have for the rest of my life. Like, I'm doing all this work on myself. I'm trying to have all of this peace and all of this, and then I have this man in my life who is literally being mean to me, and I'm allowing it. That's not okay. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to realize that it was me being like, oh, it's okay, because, oh my God, I have a story on Honestly Sis about this. Like, Beauty and the Beast was like my favorite, like, story of all times. Like, I was like, that was my favorite Disney movie. And I didn't realize that I internalized that story so that people could be mean to me, but I'd be like, but I know he loves me. Even if he mean to me, I know he loves me. And that was reinforced in, like, how my dad treated me. It always go back to your parents as well. My dad always talks about, oh, I love you. And I had cousins and them, hated on me because of how much my dad loved me, but my daddy neglected me half my life. So it's like, did you really love me? And so it's like, when you get these mixed messages as a kid, you then take those patterns of somebody can say they love you and be mean to you, and then those are the type of relationships you have, and then those become your rules for your relationship. So that when you're in a relationship with somebody and you have this red flag of somebody being mean to you, you just ignore it because you've been doing this your whole life. This is what you expect from love. But when you start growing in your purpose, when you start exploring your true feelings, and you realize, like, I don't like this. I don't want people treating me mean. I don't want people neglecting me and then thinking that's love. That's not the type of love I want to experience. Then God can bring you the love that is truly meant for you. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to leave that message there because I really feel like what this message is about, look, it says, my life is all about relationships. And so what God is trying to get you to understand is that I do feel like this message about this child, like, it's like I'm splitting it in half, because I feel like what God is saying, he wants us to look at, be willing to explore, our relation, our childhood, be willing to explore our relationship with our parents, and really look at how that manifests in your life and into your relationships, and like how some of those red flags you may have ignored because of your childhood, because of what you're used to. And realizing that as you keep working on yourself, as you keep growing in your purpose, the better that you get, the better that your relationships can get. Because the thing, and it's I want you to understand, it's not like the better that you get, it's because your mindset is changing. That's what I mean when I'm saying the better you get. You're realizing that, it's not okay for somebody to say they love me and neglect me. It's not okay for somebody to say they love me and abuse me. It's not okay for somebody to say they love me and be mean to me. I don't want that. As you grow in your purpose, as you explore your feelings, you begin to realize that. You begin to get down to the truth of what type of love you want to experience. And then you can go back and look at your relationships and be like, oh, you know what? This is a red flag. This is no longer in alignment with who I'm trying to be. And so now I'm going to make the decision to move in the direction of true love, to move in the direction of my dreams. And God's just trying to get you to understand that this stuff that happened to you in your childhood is actually what's manifesting all of your relationships, your work relationships, your romantic relationship, your friendships. And I realized it was this cord of like chaos that happens from my childhood that literally manifested into my adulthood. And what I have realized is that instead of fighting that and resisting it and being like, oh, I wish it didn't happen, I wish it never happened, I'm realizing that, oh, this is a reflection. This happened from my childhood. I was used to this, so of course I would end up in an environment, in a work environment that's toxic. People are gaslighting. People are narcissists, because guess what? That was my childhood. That's what I'm used to that shit, right? And I can thrive in it. But as I'm growing into my purpose, as I'm realizing that I just want to experience true love, I want a life of romance, I want a life of fun, I want a life of living in my passion, as I realize that not just in my heart and my mind, but I'm moving that way. I'm staying away from the bullshit. God is bringing me in different experiences, and I know that eventually everything gonna get better. Eventually this job that I'm in is no longer going to be a vibrational match for me because of me, not because of any thing that I'm doing or me looking for other jobs. It's just because energetically it's no longer working for me. And this is what God is trying to get you to understand. When you start looking at things energetically, and when you turn away from those, when you actually pay attention to the red flags and turn away from those people, then the signals start coming out and you can start getting something new. All right, I'm not going to keep going there. I'm going to leave this message there, and I'm actually going to end this message with a sacred rebel. I probably should do a Sufi, but they all the way over there. It's okay. Angel number 1533. God, clarify this message of true love and pay attention to the red flags. Also, with this card right under this is love yourself first. So God is saying pay attention to the red flags and choose you in all relationships. And I know, like, it's not cool to talk about distancing yourself from your parents, but sometimes you have to do that in order to just, recognize, like, look, this is not okay. It's not okay to be abused in no way, shape, or form. Like, it's not cool. And it's okay for you to be like, look, I need to distance myself so I can get clear on what I really want in life. Give yourself time. Give yourself permission to do that. Because your parents, because honestly, no matter whatever your relationship is with your parents, I can guarantee you, this is there's some 9 times out of 10, your life is a direct reflection of what your childhood is. And if only you would take that time to go through and understand that, you could get something new. Okay, but you have to again make the conscious choice to listen to the red flags and to turn away from those things. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop. All right, God. Clarify this message of true love. Pay attention to the red flags. Our opinions of our children can influence their behavior. I'm growing confidently in my purpose, and I am made whole by exploring and expressing my feelings. God, why is it so important for us to pay attention to red flags and to move away from those people so that we can change our energy and our behavior towards things? God, what are you trying to get us to understand about as we become better, everything gets better? Or what do you just want us to know about this message of true love? Allow no room for doubt and confusion. How can we get the romance of our lifetime? In God's name I pray, Ashe. How do we get the romance of a lifetime? One card. How appropriate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. What you want wants you. Angel number 1744. What you want wants you. This is what God is trying to get you to understand. But you can't get it if you just gonna settle and stay in the shit that you know is not good for you. But if you could just turn away from it and move in that direction, knowing that what you want wants you, work on changing your behavior, work on just walking in your purpose, loving yourself, exploring your true feelings, then you can get that true love that is meant for you, because what you want wants you. Angel number 1811, but the card that we're going to focus on is Against the Grain. Angel number 1818. Against the Grain. These have been some good messages this week. I can't wait to listen to these. I've been excited. This has been some really good stuff. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to triumph power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep down within you, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps you sense of how things could be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you can offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thawed, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in that you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, or conventional, not even for the sake of appearances. For you will lose your essence. You are here to show that life is so much more than a conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy through art, literature, meditation, dance, and in sensational surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the rivers, and the lakes, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillar, that is you. The price you pay for this gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. If this has happened or threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed, and at most it can only be hidden from a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truth to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypical color sheets to join you in conquering better visions for our world. Come on! Come on, God! Angel number 2155. This is what God's trying to show you. This is what He's trying to get you to understand. You are meant to be exactly who you are. There's nothing flawed about you. You in this relationship with this person who's saying, oh, you need to stop being so sensitive. You need to stop doing this tarot. You need to stop doing this spiritual shit. You need to get rid of these crystals. Fuck that person. Dump his ass and go towards the true person that's meant for you. Because you're going to find somebody who's going to love your crazy ass. You're going to find somebody who's going to be excited for you to do crystal healings on them. You're going to find somebody who's going to be excited to have these crazy conversations with you. Stop settling for less than what the fuck you deserve and know that you deserve everything, including true love. Don't allow this world to make you feel like love is dead. They want you to feel that way. They want you to feel hopeless. But don't let them do it, because what you want wants you. But you can't have it if you keep settling. You can't have it if you keep seeing the red flags and ignoring it. You can't have it if you just unwilling to explore your fucking emotions. You gotta trust yourself. You gotta go in the depths of that shit and know that what you want wants you, and that nothing but greatness is gonna come when you put you first. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If that is your hope and wish, I want you to put your hand on your heart and touch and agree with me as I say this. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love, and as an individual for others to be open to life, so be it. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love as an invitation for others to be open to life, so be it. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love as an invitation for others to be open to life, so be it. Ashe. Angel number 2404. And as I was reading that message, for some reason what was just coming to me is that your relationship, the love of your life is going to inspire others. And this is why God is trying to get you to understand let that nigga go. Let go of that girl. Let go of that person that's making you feel, that make you feel small, that's making you feel weird, that make you feel like you need to change yourself, that make you feel like who you are is less than, because you are fucking brilliant. You are beautiful. You are unique. You are one of a kind. And God needs you to go against the grain so that you can get everything that you truly desire. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this message, please give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message, you are not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet push you. And never let somebody tell you what you cannot do. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you soon. And then I have a little surprise for you. I can't wait till you see it. All right, guys. Bye.